My name is Gary the Numbers Guy. I'm a numerologist, astrologer, and in this video we'll be discussing Chinese astrology. A lot of people in the West are familiar with the Virgo, the Aquarius. Well, I kind of think Chinese astrology supersedes the rest, and this is why I think so. See, in Western astrology, that basically deals with how the different planets affect you. Saturn, Jupiter, Mars, how their movements affect you, what the positions of the planets were when you were born. That it basically deals with different planets. Indian astrology deals with different stars, how the different stars affect us. Chinese astrology is the only astrology that deals with the planet Earth. And I don't know about you folks, but I was born on this planet. Chinese astrology basically is about every 12 years there's a different animal cycle, and basically that animal signifies different vibrational energy that the Earth manifests during that time period. And as we go on, I'm going to show you how some energies do very well together and how some energies, well, just shouldn't really be around each other. Sometimes you can't really avoid it. Disclaimer, numerology supersedes any form of astrology. That's why all the signs are numbered. Having said that, astrology is a very powerful tool. Let's start like this.
One is male energy. So even women born on the first can have some masculine traits. Two is feminine energy. So even guys born on the second might be a little bit more feminine. Three is the number of the basically comedian. A lot of people who are extremely funny are born in the 3rd, 12th, 21st, or 30th. Four
So
is the
add up to three.
Yeah,
Two,
pretty
one
much,
is
pretty much.
Right. Okay.
Four is the number of law and order. Something you can do no matter what part of the world you're in. Is start looking at the 4th, 13th, 31st, how many cops are on the road pulling people over. Five is the number of the model. So again, those dime pieces you're looking at Instagram most likely have some 5 energy. 6, people are always talking about they want a woman who wants a family. Well, if that's what you want in life, find a woman born on the 6th, 15th, 24th. They're all about that life. They want a whole bunch of kids. They want to be housewives. Don't say those women don't exist, because they do. 7's the number of the genius. So people born on the 7th, 16th, 25th, guess what? They're going to get paid. I'm not paid, excuse me. They're going to be extremely highly intelligent. 8 is the number of money. Again, Sneeko, born on the 8th, was broke as hell. Now he's got his bag. Patrick Bet-David, another example. He's an 8 life path. Now he's worth 300 mil. Because if you look at even at the shape of the 8, like this, 2 circles.
It's like infinity.
When you turn it this way. But if you look at the shape, it's big on top, big on the bottom, very thin in the middle. So people who have that number either have their bag or they're broke as fuck. No middle class. That's why it's thin. 9 is the number of completion. I really don't talk about that number too much. You gotta keep some secrets, you know. Gotta keep a little bit. I know people on the 9 don't think that's fair, but cry me a fucking river.
Is there only 1 to 9? Because obviously
11, 22, and 33 are considered master numbers. I got the 33 tattooed on me right here. People think I'm a Freemason, but I'm not. Damn it. See? When it comes down to it, no one can see that. When it comes down to it, 11 is the number of charisma. Again, Joe Rogan, the fringe guy, Alex Jones, that everyone knows, born on the 11th, Aiden Ross. The 22 is called the master builder. So people born on the 22nd are very good at building up other people. Again, Fuzi built up, what's his name? Bradley Martin. And 22 is also the number of the bodybuilder. Bradley Martin is born on the 22nd. So when it comes down to it, you can see how all of these numbers match, but you got to do the work. You got to put it in.
I agree with the things like 6 out of 23 richest men in the world. 28. That makes complete sense to me. That's a hard statistic to argue with. But the things like Bradley Martin's a bodybuilder, 22nd, it's like, I'll
give
go
you
to
this.
the gym tomorrow in Dubai and I'll find bodybuilders.
This is what we're going to do. The best example I can give about bodybuilders are the women. The top women of all time, I'm talking the ones who won 10 in a row, born on the 22nd.
Yeah.
Both of them. Not only that, almost every single female bodybuilding champion is born on the 22nd. Wow. Now, if you got to refute me, go on and look. It's always there. I'm not saying every single one, but it's such a high percentage, you're going to know something's up. It's just like 9/11. When I told you in the very beginning, like, wait a second. I'm over there on, waking up on 9/11. I think I'm watching the movie Die Hard. What happens? See the plane go down. So I'm like, what the fuck? And I remember it was September 11th. The first plane to hit the World Trade Center was Flight 11. The Twin Towers look like an 11 side by side. Both have 110 stories. I'm like, wait a second, what the fuck? New York City, 11 letters. New York's the 11th state in the Union. The Pentagon, 11 letters. Afghanistan, 11 letters. They attacked Afghanistan 10/7/2001. Take out the zeros, 172, 111. Okay. I don't know what the fuck is going on at that point, but I knew something's wrong. Like I can't see the wind, but I can put my hand out and feel it. So at this point, I started studying, and the first thing that came up was World War I. It ended on 11/11 at exactly 11 o'clock. So obviously they're doing things on purpose. So now it was about discovering what the hell they're doing. And then I started, going back in history, and I saw Al Qaeda founded on the 11th, and their three biggest attacks in America, India, and Spain all happened on the 11th. What are the chances? Very slim, brother. So obviously at this point, people are doing things on purpose under certain dates.
So why do you think they're doing all this on purpose?
11 is emotional energy. People get very emotional on 11 days. So if you're going to start a war on terror, you want people emotional. That's why you do it on the 11th.
The first sign, the rat. The rat is a very intelligent sign. The rat gets along best with dragons, monkeys, and the rat is one sign that has one ability that no one else has. They can sense danger in their guts. They can just sense it. That's their gift. That's their power. When a rat is directly confronted, he will not fight back. When they have the fight or flight response, a rat is going to leave. A rat's going to try to outsmart his enemy, and 9 times out of 10, he usually will. Rats are great salespeople. Rats are very, very good at basically knowing what to say and when to say it. They can manipulate people very, very easily. Not saying they all do, but it's a trait they have. Rats are not the very most trustful people when it comes to relationships. Not saying they can't be. The only thing rats really love in this life is their kids. They love their kids more than anything. Not saying other people don't, but rats will do anything for their kids. People who are born in the year of the rat, they tend to have cycles where they have a pack of friends and they move on. They never really stay in one place for too long. And that brings me to LeBron James. LeBron James, born 1984. Chris Bosh, born 1984. Darren Williams, born 1984. They all left their original teams and went to a new one. Carmelo Anthony, born 1974. A little bit more accurate, Cleveland. 1972 born Rat Manny Ramirez, born the year of the Rat. 1936 born Jim Brown, left you guys for Hollywood, year of the Rat. And people who were born in the year of the Rat, 1936, 1948, 1960, 1972, 1984, 1996, and 2008. Your enemy sign is the year of the horse. Anyone who's born in the year of the horse, well, they really don't get along too well with horses. Give me an example. Shaquille O'Neal was a rat and Kobe Bryant was a horse. And I'll get back to Kobe. You'll see where he makes his mistakes in life. Rats, again, rats are very intelligent. Rats are probably one of the smartest signs. Rats love their kids above all else, and they should not be around horses. Next sign, the ox. The ox is a very steady, trustworthy sign. It's a very dependable type of sign. It doesn't get mad very easily, but if it gets mad, watch out. They have hella tempers. They kind of relate to the Taurus of the Western Zodiac. People who are born in the year of the ox get along very well with rats. That is the one thing I forgot to mention. Rats and oxes get along very, very well. Rats also get along well with roosters. Rats also get along well with snakes. Now, an ox, when it gets in a position of power, it seems to have a lot of dictatorial command, dictatorial structure. Let me show you where I'm getting at. Napoleon Bonaparte, the guy who basically took over Europe, is born in the year of the ox. Adolf Hitler, the guy who tried to conquer Europe, again, born in the year of the ox. Saddam Hussein, yes, tried to take over the Middle East, and again, a dictator born in the year of the ox. And I'll just put this out there. Obama's born in the year of the ox too. I'll just put that out there. Anyways, going back to Saddam. People who are born in the year of the ox have one enemy sign, and it's the year of the goat. And let me give you an example. Every 12 years in Chinese astrology, you're hit your opposite sign. And that Earth is manifesting energy that doesn't, mix well with you, kind of like oil and water. Well, anyways, every time Saddam had a little bit of trouble internationally, it was the year of the goat. 1979, Iran-Iraq War. 1991, First Gulf War. 12 years apart, 1979, 1991. And 12 years from there, 2003, America invades, and deposes them. So every time was the year of the goat, his opposite sign, he got hit. And that goes for any sign. Whenever you're in your opposite sign, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get hit. The year of the tiger. Tigers born 1950, 1962, 1974, 1986, 1998, and 2010. People who are born in the year of the tigers are very impulsive. They like to have fun. They're definitely the type of people who can be in very good shape. Whether they're good shape or is not, is regardless. They're great fighters. Some of the best fighters in the world, or mixed martial arts experts, they're tigers. Dragon might be the most powerful sign, and dragon might be the most powerful out of all the 12 signs, but the tiger would definitely give it a run for its money. People who are born in the year of the tiger get along best with people born in the year of the dog and people born in the year of the horse. Their enemy sign is the monkey. Monkeys and tigers should not have anything to do with each other if they can avoid, unless they're family. Then it is what it is. The gift that tigers have is good health and age. They age like a fine wine. I once saw someone born in 1938, a couple years back. I swear I thought the guy was 45, 50. I mean, this guy's pushing 70, 80s, and he looks like he's 50. And I've noticed throughout my life that tigers age very well and they have good health. Again, if the numerology supersedes and say someone's born on 7, 16, 25th, well, yeah, numerology supersedes astrology. But just that energy in total, great health. Again, tigers tend to be a little bit impulsive, but it is what it is. Another fact I'll put out there. Guys, women who are born in the year of the tiger, strong ones, but they're also the hardest to tame. Remember that. The tiger enjoys the hunt above all else. Always remember that. Next, the year of the cat. And yes, some astrologers would say it's the year of the rabbit. But see, I've actually done psychological profiles of people born into this year, and I've assumed it is the cat. Because see, the cat likes to play mind games. See, a cat will actually get a rat by its tail, hold it, let it go, just to hold it again, just to mess with its head. Cats love playing mind games, and they're great psychologists. So people born in the year of the cat, absolutely great psychologists. People born in the year of the cat get along best with goats and pigs. People in the year of the cat, their enemy sign is rooster. And yes, let me tell you something, folks. If you're a cat, do not have anything to do with a rooster. See, Eva Longoria had to find out the hard way. She's born in 1975, the year of the cat. And yes, Tony Parker, her ex-fiance, is a rooster. I saw that one coming. How about this one? Oh, you're going to love this one, folks. Brad Pitt, born 1963, year of the cat. Jennifer Aniston. Always relationship problems. Well, Aquarius will have that. But she's born in the year of the rooster. And the woman who stole Brad Pitt from her, you guessed it, Angelina Jolie, born in the year of the cat. Again, enemy signs. So again, like I say, cats, roosters, stay away from each other. Next, year of the dragon. People who are born in the year of the dragon are the luckiest, most powerful, lucky in life. Maybe not in money all the time, but lucky in life, the luckiest. They're also the most powerful sign. Women who are born in the year of the dragon is probably stronger than 90% of guys out there. Dragons demand respect, and they get it. They're not diplomats. They do things by force, and they boss people around, and they get away with it because they're dragons. The longest ruler or president in a strong country, or the biggest country in the world, Russia, Vladimir Putin, is a dragon. Just to put that out there. Next, going back to the dragon, dragons do not get along well with dogs, and I'll get back to that a little bit later. Dragons, dogs should stay away from each other. Dragons get along best with monkeys, rats, and snakes. Dogs, no good. As a matter of fact, people who are born in the year of the dog, I'll get to that a little later, and for a tough year in 2012, the year of the dragon. Next, year of the snake. The snakes are the astrologers, numerologists. They're the best ones. They're the fortune tellers in life. That's their ability. That's their gift. People who are born in the year of the snake are very intelligent. Stephen Hawking, born 1941. A very, very intelligent fellow. If you do the numerology about him, he's born 1/8/1941, adds up to a 25, 2 and 5 is 7, and 7, number of the genius, G begins with 7. So again, everything correlates, but Stephen Hawking's a very, very smart individual. Another interesting point out there, JFK, who was assassinated, probably one of the smarter U.S. presidents in U.S. history, and Abraham Lincoln have one thing in common. They're both born in the year of the snake. See, snakes are very hard to control. Snakes get along best with roosters. They go along best with oxes and dragons. They should need to stay the hell away from pigs. As Charlie Sheen found out, because, see, one of the negatives about snakes is they like to have fun in the bedroom. And sometimes they cannot be faithful. But one thing the snakes need to avoid is people born in the year of the pig. See, Charlie Sheen, born in 65, and Denise Richards, born in 1971, just didn't work out. What do you know? One more thing about snakes. Don't gamble. 90% of you will be loser gambling. Just what it is. Also, year of the snake, 2001, 2013, expect the same. Next, the year of the horse. Horses are great athletes. Horses get along best with tigers and dogs. Horse's enemy sign is rats. And see, Kobe Bryant could have talked to me a few years back, and I could explain the reason he doesn't get along with Shaq was because Shaq's born in the year of the rat. But see, what Kobe really could have learned from me is his wife. Oh yeah, his wife. That beautiful thing. 4 and a 5th. 5 does give you luck. Angela Jolie's a 5, and this girl right here is a 5 too. But Vanessa is also born 84, year of the rat, so it's no surprise they got divorced. Another fact. Horses and the rats hate each other, and horses are very intelligent when it comes to scientific pursuits. They're great engineers. When it comes to that type of stuff, they're great. Very smart, but they're also stubborn as hell. And that's how I knew Gaddafi would never leave Libya and die there, because he's too stubborn. Even though he was dealt a losing hand at the very end, he could have left with billions, but he was too stubborn. They don't listen. They're stubborn as hell sometimes. And if you notice, Gaddafi, he always said his enemies were rats. Funny how that works. Next, year of the goat. People who are born in the year of the goat are best friends with people born in the year of the cat and year of the pig. Their enemy sign, as I explained before, the year of the ox. Goats are very, how can I put this? Eccentric. Goats, basically, they care a good amount about their looks. Goats can be movie stars. Goats are the type of people who need to be pampered in life. They're not the warriors. But they serve a purpose, and goats, the world wouldn't be anything without goats, because goats definitely know how to have fun and they cheer everyone up in life. Next, the year of the monkey. Monkeys get along best with dragons and rats. Their enemy sign is the tiger. Monkey is probably the smartest when it comes to pure wittiness. They can figure things out, take things apart, work things with their hands quicker than anyone else. Monkeys are probably right up there with the smartest sign, but snakes are the wisest, if that makes sense to people. Snakes are the wisest, and monkeys are probably the smartest, so they can figure things out the quickest. Next sign, the year of the rooster. People who are born in the year of the rooster get along best with snakes, dragons, and I forgot to say that about the dragon. Snakes, dragons, and oxes. Their enemy sign is the cat. And one thing I can say about roosters is they're warriors. They really are. They're tough. If they're males, they're usually in the army. Just like oxes, they have that in common. They're usually in the police force. They make for wonderful law enforcement agents. And if they're women, they can be very classy ladies, very loyal. Roosters are very loyal. And one thing they are is also very beautiful. They seem to age very well, and their looks are something else. Jessica Alba is born in the year of the rooster. Alicia Keys is born in the year of the rooster. And yes, Natalie Portman, born in the year of the rooster. All very gorgeous women. Next, the year of the dog. People who are born in the year of the dog get along best with horses and... I've been talking so much, everything's stumbling now. People born in the year of the dog get along best with horses, and you guys, tigers. They're very loyal sign, but they don't really trust anyone they don't know. Their gift in life is their ability to just see things. That they have a good eye for detail, sometimes a photographic memory. They can have a great sense of smell, just like a real dog, and they make for wonderful detectives. They really do. Their enemy sign is the year of the dragon, which is 2012. So the best thing I can tell dogs this year, because the energy really isn't with you, play a conservative playbook. Don't take risks and take the punches as they go. Everyone goes through this every 12 years. It's your time. People who were born in the year of the dog, like Bush, George W. Bush, Bill Clinton, athletes like Omar Stoudemire, expect them to have tough years. Next, the year of the pig. Pig definitely know how to have fun. They definitely are the good guys in life. They can help people out sometimes. A pig will always help a friend out. People who are born in the year of the pig get along best with oxes. They get along good with sheep and cats, their enemy sign is snakes, as I told you before. Pigs and snakes just don't get along with too good in those years. And pigs, when it comes to money and gambling, there is no luckier sign than people born in the year of the pig. And again, that is a brief tutorial of Chinese astrology. Obviously, there's a lot more to it. But again, I hope this helped you understand Chinese astrology a little better. My name is Gary the Numbers Guy, and I hope you learned something.